Hello and welcome to Don't Mind the Fade. This is episode 6. Got a month and a half of this. We are your four hosts, Alex, Nick, Kevin, and Ian. We're back to discuss what happened last week as well as what's going to happen in the future because, you know, we've been right about just about everything that we've predicted so far. I'm personally in a great mood because I had a good week and my Warriors are looking immensely good over the last couple preseason games. How are you guys doing?
Been better. I'm glad
pretty good. I'm up too, baby.
Still upset about the Steelers, but you know I should.
Yeah, it could be better if a Big Ben didn't fuck me.
The Bills Niners game, last Monday, I was thinking I can't wait to take the Bills against the Steelers because they look super good, and then I was able to convince myself otherwise and convince myself that the Steelers were actually good, and I took Steelers plus 8.5, and it was a terrible bet. And it ruined my week, and now these guys give me a hard time, and I feel like I don't deserve it because I'm usually the one dishing out winners. My parlay hit.
You only won one.
Everyone in here, any parlays you guys have gotten have been money line parlays, some easy favorite money line.
You mean my parlays that hit every week?
No one's taking a two-team spread parlay yet, or even more, and it actually hasn't hit. So
hold on.
Are you talking shit about my parlays that win, or I'm just wondering?
Hold on.
Did they win this week?
It wins. Oh, it wins. All it does is win.
Just to be clear,
you're talking about Wentz? Did they get benched? Did your parlay get benched? You got Wentz?
You do know that we have legitimate data to tell everyone who has been good at this game and who has been bad at this game so far. And there's been pretty clearly two people that are maybe not good, but at least average at it, and two people
incredibly average that
have been decidedly below average. And you are not one of the people that's been average.
It would have been better if the Steelers would have covered. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it just gives me a coach at balls. Okay,
they're bad beats. My losses aren't like, man, you took the wrong one. My losses are bad beats. It could happen to anyone. And
that Bills game was so close. Such a bad beat. Being ahead the entire fucking game.
What's hilarious is I've gambled over $6,000 and I have only lost 16. That's
Alex. I think Alex and I are at the point where 5 episodes in, we have, and I mean this parlays well into the results, but we're 5 episodes in, so everyone here has bet 5,000 fake dollars. For total transparency, nobody's in the green, but 2 of us are close, and we could not be closer because somehow Alex and I combined have bet $10,000 over the last 5 weeks and have come out $30 down. That's like it's less than 1% somehow. We're that good.
We're a couple McChickens away from being in a profit. Okay, yeah. Kind of like Coach is a McChicken away from being fat.
Who told you I had for lunch today? You watching me? Are you spying?
Well, it's either that or Subway. That's all you eat.
Well, eat fresh, okay?
Okay, Jared. You remind me of Jared. I bet a lot of his friends know you too.
We have similar characteristics, yes.
Oh my
personality,
God. We're getting way earlier than we normally would. Let's go over what happened last week. Now that we've called someone a
pedophile, let's say it as it is.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about our good taste and good sandwiches and
now
healthy
that we got that out of the way. Okay, let's go through the results. We'll flip the script. We can go top to bottom this week because 2 of us had really good weeks. 2 of us had not so really good weeks. Alex and I came out on top. I won a little bit more than him. I went 3 for 4. My Packers and Tennessee teaser that I stole from Alex hit. My New Orleans and Philadelphia over. Admittedly, luckily, and at the very last minute hit, but it did hit. I also stole that from Alex. And then I think the real reason that I had a good week is because I faded our 2 losers this week. I took Buffalo minus 2.5. They both took Steelers plus 2.5. Buffalo covered handily. So I came out with a total of a $600 profit. The only one that I missed was New Orleans minus 7. Jalen Hurts was really good. That was a bit of a bummer, but 3 for 4 and a $600 profit is not anything to scoff at. It brought me up to pretty much almost even. I am now back in first place on the season, I suppose. Over the last 5 weeks, I am down $10 in total. So, if you'd followed me, you would be pretty much where you were when you started, which honestly for a gambler is all you can really ask for. You get a little bit of fun. You don't lose any money. So it sounds like a good deal to me. So I'm not going to complain too much. Alex,
Coach
how do you
would know?
This is my job. I know what you're talking about. This is how I make money.
Yeah, Coach only has one thing, and it's expense, no profits.
That's also why he hasn't had any more foam fingers on his wall yet, because he keeps losing money. He can't afford anymore.
He had to sell some of them.
You seen these ones over here? You seen those ones? The paws.
Wow.
You're not giving those away. I think I did pretty good. I think I did pretty damn good this week too. The only one that didn't hit for me was Texans versus Bears. So my mom will be incredibly happy about that one. She's a diehard Bears fan, or at least likes to say she is.
And she likes to watch you lose. So
what?
She likes to watch you lose as well. So win-win here.
Yeah, both. I guess that runs in the family. So then everything else won. The Packers Titans won, and that parlay that refuses to quit, like ass that refuses to quit, with those Rams, Chiefs, and Seahawks murdered again.
Yeah, that parlay was like a never in doubt parlay. I love that. There was no stress at all. So I appreciate
zero stress, free fucking money, baby.
I appreciate you giving me that one that I could just not have to worry about at all, because the over that I also took of yours, I had to worry about a little bit, but that one was stress free.
Yeah, the over was sick though. How I hit it at the very end.
That was unreal. All right, I think third place technically was Ian. Not anything to really brag about, but Ian, talk us through your bets this week.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of feeling cocky by the end of the afternoon games, because all I had left was the Steelers game to not fuck me over. I was fine with the Steelers not winning the Steelers like plus just a straight bet, but I just don't want that. I just needed that teaser to hit. If you had that teaser to hit, I would have been up money. But unfortunately, lesson learned. I got greedy not to take 3 teams in the teaser anymore. And then Jets money line, like, come on, we all knew it was gonna go down there.
So we have a thing every week too, where I think one of us loses a bet by like 35 points, right?
Yeah.
So, Ian, you got down. I think the Texans lost by almost 32.
You're right.
So
Yeah, no. We didn't have a 40-point
too.
loss, but we had a 37-point loss in the Jets money line, and then like a 36-point loss in the Bears game. So
let's go, baby! I'm keeping that rolling. When I lose big.
That was just a $50 bet, so not a big deal. But my only winner, Arizona -3. That was my lock. So I'm pretty sure my locks have hit.
It wasn't actually your lock, but we can ignore it.
Was it not my lock?
Let you keep going.
Wait, was it teaser in my lock?
No, your lock was.
I'm down for the lock. Anyways, yeah, Giants suck. So.
Yeah, apparently. All right, and then bringing up the rear also went 1-3. Nick, you can divulge us in how good you are. Apparently.
Well, first I want to comment on Alex and Kevin jerking each other off, both drinking white wine because they finally win some weeks. They get some winners. I'll give it to them. Give them a pound on the back. But while most people are focusing on the negatives this week for me and Ian, I want to focus on the positive, and that is that parlay hitting. Come on. Like the Rams, free money. Easiest bet I've ever made. Cam Newton can't throw for more than 100 yards. We knew that. We saw that. We profited off that. Take that to the bank. The other ones, I would have had a great week. I put too much on the Steelers. I don't know why I did that. I like it just didn't make sense. They're not a good team. Big Ben looking washed. And you know what? I'm looking forward to this week because this week is going to be positive, just like Alex's STD tests.
I'm honestly pretty sure that Big Ben, when he throws the ball, he's not sure if he's going to pump fake it or throw it. And like he actually meets in the middle with it and literally has no idea. And that's why he pump fakes sometimes, because he actually thinks that, I can't throw this ball.
His receivers do the same thing. They're like not sure if they're going to catch it or not. And it's like, nope.
Dude, his receivers are so damn bad.
I'm going to let it hit me right.
They're so good, but so
really
bad.
Good.
It makes no sense. They're so good, but they're so fluky. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're like really good at everything except for maybe the most important thing to being a wide receiver, and that's catching a football.
Catching the ball, yeah, it's pretty important.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the Steelers. I think they have a pretty easy game this week, so I'm sure they get a little bit of a rebound. But
yeah, they're playing Cincinnati.
There was a lot of I think talk, generally speaking, about them being a little overrated for an 11-0 team, and 2 straight losses might have humbled them. Honestly, could be what they need if they want to make a little bit of a deep run, though. If they were like 15-1 or 16-0, I feel like they just would have gotten absolutely trounced by a good team. So
you see, I was on that train of them being overrated, but I thought they were overrated as a team, but I thought their defense would hold strong enough to cover
Yeah.
8.5 points.
No, I don't think their defense is by any means bad. I think that the Bills are a really good team. Josh Allen's playing well. So I don't think that. I still think the defense is really good. I still think they're dangerous, especially when you get into December, January, February. Cold weather, defense wins a lot more games in the playoffs. You don't see a lot of high scoring affairs. So that's something to keep an eye on for sure. But
I mean, and their defense was pretty much good enough. Big Ben didn't throw that pick six.
Yeah, exactly. The defense held strong against one of the better offenses right now. I mean, you saw what Josh Allen's been able to do the last couple of weeks. But okay, so good summary. So basically, on the week, I won. I made $600. Alex made $470. Ian lost about $400, and Nick lost about $600.
Didn't I only lose one bet?
Huh?
Didn't I only lose one bet?
Yeah, you and I both went 3-1, but I happened to the one that I lost. I put a little bit more money on some of the bigger ones. The only one that
more than 400 then,
the least money on, which worked out well. But yeah, you and I both went 3-1. They both went 1-3. So a little bit back to, I'd say, the return to normalcy on the scoreboard overall. On the season, I'm down $10. Alex is down $19. And then Nick is down a little over $1,000, and Ian's down a little over $1,500. So we got a little bit of a separation between 1 and 2 and the rest of us, but one good week could totally change that. So let's see if they can pull a good week out of their ass this week.
Coach is going to pull something out of his ass, but it's not going to be a good week. I'll tell you that.
I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. You guys will be surprised.
I'm on the edge of my seat. You are too, probably, because what's up there?
It's not small.
Good Lord. Alex is going to be our alpha this week. We're going to keep that order from what we did the first couple of weeks. And I think before we get into the bets for this week, I just think I want to reiterate that we're really excited about kind of what's happening right now. I think that we as a group have now got about a month under our belt of doing this whole live podcast thing. We think we're getting a lot better with it. And we have some really cool ideas coming up. We're going to talk about
live combos. Shout out live combos.
Yeah, shout out to live convos. We're going to, just to give you guys a little bit of a clue, and we're going to try and bring like a guest on maybe next week. We have a pretty cool little holiday sponsor that Ali, our, I guess, producer of sorts, set us up with that we're going to really have a lot of fun with that involves maybe some inebriated gambling, which if you know anything, gambling and drinking go really well together just in general.
I never do well together.
We talked about having some moms on the podcast to give better bets than we do. We have a lot of really cool ideas, and we're really having some fun with this. So we appreciate you guys listening in, and we really encourage you guys to give us some follows on social media, share it with your friends, and do what you can, because we've seen some slow and steady growth every week that we've done this, but we'd love to kind of expedite that a little bit and see if we can't blow it up a little bit. So if you guys are enjoying us, or if you're just our moms that are listening in and you want to send it to like some of your mom friends, that'd be awesome, because every extra listener on podcast, on the live show, on YouTube, or even just a follower on Twitter or Instagram or whatever is great. So we appreciate you guys. And like I said, we think that we're having a lot of fun with this, and we have some really cool ideas. So hopefully you guys stick around and keep enjoying this with us, I guess. I guess we got to do what we learned, though. I did forget about that. So we can just do rapid fire. I don't know if anyone prepared for this, but who's got? I think maybe the first one to go with is Alex's Bachelorette pick. Maybe that can be what you learned this week, or what you're predicting.
Yeah. Well, what I learned this week was that Kosha hates love, and doesn't watch The Bachelorette. Doesn't support The Bachelorette. But yeah, so I've been watching it. I have my 4 picks for them. I couldn't find anything online to actually gamble on, so I just kind of made up my own. And so I have Ben C as the #1 favorite here. I felt like him and her have just kind of gotten along the
Who's
best.
her?
Like,
Who's
Tasha? Tasha. Okay. She's a goddess. She's a caramel goddess. And then I have Brendan at -125 as the second favorite, and then I got Zach after that, even, and then I have Ivan as the underdog at +145.
No way! I haven't watched this type of show. No way a dude named Ivan wins. Not a chance in hell.
What is this, Russia?
Okay, so
yeah,
Alex,
so I don't know. Those are
with your fake odds. Give the crowd a little bit of insight. Who's winning and why? Just go with that. There's only 4 left. Who's winning and why?
Okay. Ben C is winning. And I'm going to say because of his shoulder muscles and jawline. That's all I got.
Okay.
That's all it takes to win.
It's really all it takes.
Yeah.
None of us have it.
Bachelorette.
None of us have it, but that's all it takes. Okay. Ian, what did you learn this week? Come up with something on the spot if you don't have it already.
To all you Raiders fans in the crowd, I'm back. You guys,
better than ever.
The one thing I learned over the past 3 weeks, pretty much, you guys are such an embarrassment. You guys should be 0-3 the past 3 weeks if it wasn't for fucking Greg Williams making the worst defensive call and getting fired. And you guys literally just fired your defensive coordinator in week 15 of the season while you guys are still sort of in the playoff hunt. Like, who the fuck? When was the last time you've ever heard of a team do that shit? You guys are the most disorganized, worthless team ever. Like I said earlier,
He said ever.
Like I said before, glorified XFL team. So I'm glad you guys had your one little moral victory against the Chiefs when you guys almost beat them. But that's pretty much the highlight of your of the past 6 weeks. So that's what I learned.
All right, Kosha, your turn.
What I learned is that Lamar Jackson cannot hold a dump. It doesn't matter what's going on. Game on the line. When that guy's got a shit, he's got a shit. I respect it. I could see him winning a Super Bowl because everyone talks shit about Paul Pierce, but he also can't hold it. So, and what happened? He's an NBA champion. So I think, a couple of years from now, we'll be saying the same thing about Lamar Jackson. Can't hold the shit. NFL champion.
He released all the tension.
Did you guys see him running to the?
That's not a cramp run. Okay, that's not a cramp run.
Look, if you're actually cramping, this is what you're not doing. You're not running.
That was clenching. That was clenching your asshole as hard as you can run.
That was like I wear purple pants that someone can probably see through. Like
the best part of that entire like I don't know 30 minutes is that the team released and said he was cramping. He came to the podium after the game and said, "No, I was just cramping," and literally 0 people believe him. There's not a single person that thinks he was actually cramping.
People who saw that run.
There's no chance.
Everyone's been there at one point.
Yeah.
It's not like this is something like cramps. Not everyone can relate. Not everyone's an athlete like myself, but everyone can relate to having to run to the bathroom real quick.
Kosha can absolutely relate. Kevin, you remember that day we gave Kosha some laxatives?
Oh my god, that is a
we don't have enough time on the podcast for that.
That's a deep memory. You just unseated in my mind right now. How we were 15 years old? Oh my god,
still burns.
It still burns.
If I could actually dig up that picture you sent the next morning, I'd spend any amount of money to
that gas station you probably just destroyed. They probably would close it down.
Right.
In a bad part of Oakland, but that's what you gotta do. For me, I didn't want shit in the car, which is like the equivalent to game on the line. I'm basically Lamar Jackson.
Dad, I'm cramping.
Look, no way to confirm this, but I think that there's at least I don't know about COVID-19, but like COVID-16 for sure came out of that bathroom visit. Like there's no chance in hell that 4 years ago you didn't unearth some deadly virus from that. But
is that how COVID works? Was there 18 other of them first?
Let him have this one.
Kevin, did you just science discussion? I think there's probably a different live convo out there for you. But what I learned this week is I'm doubling down on last week, and I'm saying that Anthony Lynn is one of the most embarrassing coaches, or at least having the most embarrassing stretches in like NFL history, because he went from a week where on like 4 different punt plays, he had like 4 different number of players on the field, which is just an obscene statistic that he somehow screwed up every single punt play, to with 20 seconds left in the first half and 3rd and 1 in the red zone, running the ball with no timeouts left, and then thinking, you know what, in the 16 seconds after this play's over, we have enough time to run our kicking unit onto the field and get a field goal off at the end of the half, instead of doing what anyone with a brain would do and just attempt to pass so that if it's incomplete, the clock is stopped. If it's complete, you get to go spike the ball because it's now a first down, and then you kick your field goal. But instead, he ran the ball, didn't get the first down, could not spike it, and didn't even get the field goal off the end of the first half. It's like middle school clock management that he just failed for like the second week in a row. It's unbelievable how badly he's screwing up the most obvious things.
And it was funny too because after that game where they had like you said like 3 or 4 punts where they had like 10, and 12 dudes on the field.
So
he came out publicly and said, "Yeah, I'm taking over the special teams unit." And then this happened.
It's so funny. It's so funny because there were people who thought he was a good coach before this year, and now it's just like it's.
He was he was like second in coach of the year when Nagy won.
Yeah. Now it's just totally flipped. There's not a single person who even wants him still in LA. Free Justin Herbert. Free that team from Anthony Lynn.
My boy.
Even though they won, they did end up winning, but it made it a lot more stressful than it should have been. But okay, so that's what we learned this week. Again, we appreciate you guys sticking with us. Let's keep this train rolling and hopefully give you guys some more entertainment. But we're gonna take a really quick break and then we will come back for our bets this week.
Good break.
Shits are stuff of legend. Love that out of the crowd. All right, so we are back again. Customary ad break to give me a time to split our audio. This week, Alex is the alpha. The rest of us have prepared some bets. Nothing special this week. We do have something planned for you guys next week with Christmas Day NBA. There's a bunch of football on next week, so we should have a lot of fun. But this week we're all normal. I'm going to toss it over to my winning partner, Alex, and let him lead the way the rest of the way.
All right. From your most average gambler ever, I am going to choose – I want Coach's picks first, and I want him to do it now with the shirt off.
You want me to do a shirtless? One second. I'm cramping. All right.
Let's see what you got, big guy.
Before I go, I just really, really hope that Kevin and Alex never win again because this has been excruciating hearing these two talk about their winning bets when I know these guys are below average gamblers. And with that being said, I'll let your most average gambler, myself, hit you with my picks of the week. So we're going to start it off. This one is an easy one because we just saw what the Eagles did to the Saints. Can you imagine what Patrick Mahomes is going to do to the Saints? Them being -3. This doesn't make any sense, which means it probably makes sense, but it makes no sense to me. So I'm going to put 250, Kansas City -3 against the Saints.
All right. KC
Who's at home there?
-3. It's in New Orleans.
It's at Saints.
Dude, Patrick Mahomes can't play in a dome.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Hey, it's your choice if you're taking these picks.
You know, I saw a thing where it was like Patrick Mahomes in games where he's had 2+ turnovers, the Chiefs have scored an average of like 35 points.
It's insane. They're just too good. Like I don't see how the Saints keep up. Their defense didn't look that good this last weekend. If
they go down 20 points, I'd be like, okay, they'll come back and win.
This is don't overthink it. Just take Kansas City. Let Patrick Mahomes carry to victory. After the rough Super Bowl, it's hard to like Patrick Mahomes. But it's really fun when you bet on him to root for him because it's just really fun to watch.
I really wish I could too because I don't know. We're all Bay Area guys. We're all Niner fans. I like Mahomes and I like Kelsey. Like they're fun to root for. It just sucks. Like I kind of have to not like them because of how the Super Bowl went last year. Like I wish I could enjoy them more. And also they're in the Raiders division, so it'd make it even better if I could really, really like them. But I just can't. It's such a bummer. But
the only way you can like them is if you bet on them. So that's why I do it.
Honestly, me too. I got over it pretty quick, and they won me like the most amount of money this year.
If you bet against them or you don't like them, and you watch any Chiefs game, the announcers will jerk him off no matter what he does.
It's true.
Throw a pick, and they're going to talk about how good that pass was. It's insane. There's no getting away from it. So if you can't beat them, join them. Chiefs -3. Take it to the bank.
They'll say his footwork was still beautiful. He just threw like a pick six.
They'll zoom in on his feet. I think they got foot fetish there, but that's not here nor there. It doesn't relate to our show.
That's Collinsworth.
Sorry to interrupt everyone. Noah just woke up, so I'll be
go get him.
Bring him in here.
If he doesn't follow asleep, I'll be back in 5 minutes with him. Be right back.
Okay, you're good.
Good. This is a kid show.
Is it?
The next pick, this one is, I think, equally easy. Dolphins -2.5 against the Patriots. This one for a couple reasons. One, we saw how bad the Pats have been looking. recently. The Rams embarrassed them. Cam Newton sucks. Miami's defense really good about turnovers, interceptions. So I think they're going to get some points off of that for sure. And then, as we all know, even when the Patriots still had Tom Brady, Miami always took one game a season against them, against all odds. Miami always win one. I think this season, no different. They win 2. Give it to them. Miami minus 2.5.
All right, I like that.
Cover.
How much money on that one?
250.
It's so weird when my mind immediately goes this year to like fade Belichick, and like before it's always been the exact opposite, and I have to just think that like it's just not like that anymore. You have to fade him. And when I don't, then he wins, and when I do, then he doesn't. It's really annoying, but yeah. I
do think that there's something to be. I have something to say about the Belichick stuff in a when it gets to my turn, but I do agree that it's weird to all of a sudden not like a Belichick team.
Right, exactly.
I had lived with some Dolphins fans for a couple years, and they're always they're big Miami fans, and once a year they always beat the Patriots. So I'm throwing $50 on Miami money lines when they're like 7-point dogs, cashing in big time on those. So always been a Miami fan. Gonna take them against the Pats every time.
All right.
The next pick, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, maybe a little surprise. We're gonna use some college football for this one.
Wow, ooh, let's go!
God, I love it.
Yep.
You taking USC, aren't you?
No. Fuck USC. I took them last Saturday just because I thought the Buffs were gonna win in the morning, and it would be a win or don't make it to the Pac-12 championship scenario for them, where they ended up covering last minute. Crazy game. We can talk about that later. But I'm going to take Clemson minus 10.5 against Notre Dame. Notre Dame's a good team. No disrespect to them. They've had a great season, great quarterback. But I think Dabo, more than anyone else, loves his revenge games. He's butthurt about that game where Trevor Lawrence couldn't play. Trevor is butthurt. Clemson is butthurt. They know they need to win this game if they want to make it to the college football playoffs. They're going to win it. They're going to win it by a lot. Minus 10.5. It could be minus 10.5. It could be minus 15.5. Minus 20. I don't care. I'm taking Clemson here. That's
wow.
Like that take the stick like that cigarette in your mouth meme.
Yeah.
Clemson 10, 15, 20 don't matter.
Don't matter. How much money on that one, Coach?
200.
200. All right, you're saving 300 for your lock. All right. I love the first. What do you call it? I love the first college football bet of the season for us. It makes sense for someone like you. You've been losing a lot. Mix it up a little bit. Find a different sport. Makes a lot of sense.
It's the same sport, Kevin. You fucking idiot.
Different league. Whatever. Okay,
right,
Ian. We going to Ian next?
Ian's gone. It's all you, buddy.
Okay, don't be scared.
Your garbage picks.
I think Ian will be okay. For those of you that don't know, Ian has a newborn son that's almost a year old now. He's
They're not newborn, then you fucking idiot.
He's less than a year.
It's not newborn.
Okay, Ian has a 10-month-old son.
He's a man. Okay.
Man.
That guy's coming on the pod soon. Okay.
He's actually taller than Nick already, which is impressive. Ian has a 10-month-old that was asleep and woke up, and he's dealing with that. So if he comes back or doesn't come back, we'll roll with the punches. But look, if it were me, pod would come before a kid. But I can't speak for Ian. That's his priority, not mine.
Yeah.
Probably, I hope you're not listeing to that.
I told him just bring Noah in here. Bring him in here.
Oh yeah, Noah would give a better pick than Ian would 1,000 times.
Just have him crawl to a pick. See what happens.
No, if you put 2 pieces of paper on the board and you just took 2 opposite lines and let Noah slap one of them, guaranteed it would hit before Ian's bet would hit.
100%.
Okay, so I think I'm going next. Let me share my screen again. Hold on. Okay, so I'm taking a kind of similar strategy to what I did a couple of weeks ago when I.
You're getting cute again.
No, I'm just putting a decent chunk of money on the bet that I like the most, and I'm also going to get really cute with 2 bets, admittedly. But my first one, I'll do my more straight up one. I'm going to take Cleveland minus 4.5 against the Giants. I think that Cleveland, if you look at the way that they've played this year, they've basically just scored points on everyone. Like even in their losses, they're putting up 30 plus routinely. The Giants have a good defense, and I respect that, but I just don't think the Giants offense is very good. I think even if Daniel Jones plays, he's going to be limited. He's not going to be able to run very much. The Browns have a good pass rush. I just don't see a world where the Giants can score more than like 20 points against Cleveland. And Cleveland's literally, I swear to God, put up like 30 plus in almost every game they've played. Cleveland needs a win. The Giants really don't anymore. They're kind of out of the playoff race unless some luck happens with the Washington football team. So I think that this is just a shoe-in. I think Cleveland wins going away. A little bit of a revenge game for getting back from like the heartbreak against the Ravens this week. They get to come back and kind of make things right and make sure they cement themselves in the playoffs. So I'm going to put 300 on them to win at minus
300.
300, yeah. You'll see why. Because my next two bets, I'm not putting very much money on.
You shouldn't put money on any bets.
My next bet is a total homer bet, and I'm acknowledging that. But next week, we're actually doing our podcast on Wednesday, which means that I get to bet on things that are happening on Tuesday of next week. And one of the things that's happening next Tuesday is NBA opening night. And NBA opening night features our Warriors on the road against the Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant's new team. And I'm not just going to take the Warriors +5, which is the line they are right now. I'm going to go a little bonkers, and I'm going to take the
Did you
Warriors.
say bonkers?
I did say bonkers.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Put yourself to bed.
Are you
I'm gonna
serious?
The Warriors to win by 11 or more points at +750.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna put
that fires me
$75 on that to win basically $575. Here's my thinking: the Warriors have looked good in the preseason.
What up?
This will be the first real.
Yeah, let's go, Noah.
Oh, Ian's back. Hey,
Hey, he's tired.
Aw. Dude, that's fucking adorable.
It really is. I don't know how I'm supposed to talk about anything right now with that on the screen, but I'm taking the Warriors to win by 11 or more. I'm taking them to blow out the Nets. I think they're going to get at least Draymond should play in this game. If not, their rookie James Wiseman. They've looked good in the preseason. They're super long and athletic. It's Kevin Durant's first game of professional basketball since he tore his Achilles, basically in more than a year. I just think the Warriors come out, prove some people wrong. We know Draymond loves a revenge game. I'm going to throw a little sprinkle on the Warriors to just blow out the Nets. Also because I would love to see it if that were to happen. So +750 sounds fun to me. A little bit of money on it. My last bet, which is arguably dumber than Warriors to win by 11 or more.
Is it dumber than teasing the Lions?
Huh? No.
Is it dumber than teasing the Lions?
No. It's up to you guys. I'm calling this my everyone's doubting us teaser.
Yeah, baby.
Didn't you have that last week?
I'm gonna tease the Jets to +23 and the Jags to +19.5 at -120, and I'm gonna put $150.
I like it.
This is the fucking shittiest bet I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god!
I like it. I honestly,
the Jets just lost by 40.
Okay. Hear me out. Let me explain.
I can't. I had a teaser ready where I had the Jets +25 selected in there. Or +21. I had it selected in the teaser, and all I do is enter my password to get that bet in. And luckily, I came to my senses and took them out because they got absolutely fucked.
Okay, here's the thing. The Jets have only lost by 23 plus, I believe, 4 times this year.
4 times.
Jaguars have only lost by 19.5 or more 2 times this year. The Jaguars are playing the Baltimore Ravens, who just came off a huge win. And also, I think are susceptible to some down games. And the Jets are playing the Rams, and I don't totally trust the Rams to be able to run it up on anyone. I think the Rams are good, but they're good because of their defense, not because of their offense. Jared Goff's not throwing the ball down the field. They're not putting up 40 points on a lot of teams. I think that both these games can stay marginally close. I think both these teams have nothing to play for, and I'm teasing both of them. It's my nobody believes in us teaser. And I'm teasing the Jets and the Jaguars to +23 and +19.5. And it's a lock. There's no way this misses. I'm putting $150 on it.
Holy crap. All right. I like it.
I like the
No,
Jags.
you really don't like it.
I actually, I don't know. It's kind of sexy,
I can
actually.
get behind the Jets. I can get behind the Jags for sure.
It fucks a little bit. It's a little fuckable. I like it.
You and Kevin just jerking each other off this whole pod because you guys were up 1 week. I get it.
2 of us have won or lost a little.
It's just like we're like Bizarro War right now. I'm being so nice to Kevin. I gotta change that up.
You really do. Oh shoot. Okay.
All right. I think. Or do you know how to work your own spreadsheet?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, apparently not.
We can continue. Ian, you're up.
Okay. So now that I got the baby on the pod, well, I was gone. Just want to say a couple of things. Nick, I love the bet. I love the Clemson bet. I think that if they had Trevor Lawrence the first time, they wouldn't have gone in double overtime and Clemson would have rolled. And then Kevin, you're also an idiot for calling him a newborn and then saying he's a year-old baby. So
look, I don't know what the definition of a newborn is, but I just know that.
What's the definition?
Yeah.
Probably not 10-month-old baby.
It's called a newborn.
Look,
how does it in the name, Kevin?
Newborn.
Mean?
That means it's just born. Newborn. Like a week.
New could be 10 months.
No.
Yeah, you're an idiot. Okay, anyway,
It
says
a newborn. Oh, never mind. He's an infant. He's not a newborn.
Who are you?
So,
ow.
My first pick, I was gonna go with just the Chiefs -3, how Nick did, but because he did that, I'm gonna add a little sauce to it.
Little spice.
Yeah, a little something spicy. I'm gonna take Chiefs -3. Pretty much everything that Nick said for why. Saints defense is good, but I mean Mahomes is Mahomes. Chiefs are the Chiefs. They're gonna score points. And with that being said, I also think that the Saints are gonna be able to score some points. Just because Sean Payton, and so I'm also take some. It's the same game parlay. Chiefs -3 and the over 51.5 points.
Wow,
yeah.
Love it. Love the sauce.
That makes that game, bro. That makes that game so unenjoyable to watch, though. Like, because it's just it's gonna be so stressful.
I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be so
many things you have to keep track of.
Hold on, say that again so I can make sure I write this down. You're taking the Chiefs
-3 and then the over 51.5 points.
Dude, like if like the Saints are driving down, then the Chiefs get a goal line stand. Like, you're gonna be so happy, but then so mad at the same time.
Here's my other problem with it. I think Taysom Hill's still playing in this game. I don't know. I think the Chiefs might win this game by 27, and they might win 30-3 because Taysom Hill's the quarterback.
Is that for sure?
I still think they'll be able to put some points on the board, though.
It's not for sure, but everything I've read,
it's most likely. Yeah, it's most likely gonna happen.
They're going to be super cautious with Breeze, and they haven't basically said he's going to play, which in my head means he's going to be like questionable all week, and then they're going to say we're going to be smart and wait for playoffs and not play him against a really good team. But who knows?
I mean, since Taysom Hill's been in, they put up 24, 31, and 21 and 21. So
against the Falcons. But again, moving on. How much money are you putting?
Broncos, Eagles. So I'm putting 200 on it.
200. Wow, big money.
Oh yeah. Okay, and then all right, and then my next bet, I'm gonna do Browns -4.5. I saw a stat where Daniel Jones is 3-9 against the spread at home, and has a hurt hamstring, which also why I liked last week when someone said he was actually playing. I liked even more because he was going to play on a hurt hamstring and he's on mobile, and Denzel Ward's going to be back. Denzel Ward's coming back, which I think kind of made a difference in the game on Monday night.
You really think that? You really think that?
Did Noah tell you that?
Can I tell you that? Did Noah just whisper that to you? Sorry, bro.
My fucking picks. Okay. I'm putting 250 on that. Browns -4.5.
Love it.
And then doing Colts -7 against Houston. Defense is playing hot, and Jonathan Taylor's kind of finding his groove. So I think the Colts win by like 10.
Indy -7.
Yeah. I'm putting 250 on that.
Okay. I just want to appreciate the crowd right now because this is their comment. They said newborns are 0 to 2 months, infants are 2 to 12 months, toddlers are 1 to 4 years, bad gamblers 18 to 24. I really, really appreciate
that. Who said that? Kevin, was that your mom, Kevin?
So, pretty decent chance that was my mother.
So Kyle just called you an idiot and a bad gambler, Kevin.
Okay, all of us. They called all of us bad gamblers.
No, but they also called you an idiot for calling
Oh
me.
yeah, but we knew that. We knew this isn't news to anyone. Okay, so we got our 3 bets. Alex, what are your thoughts initially on those 3 bets from everyone?
Yeah, the lines this week are just not great, honestly.
This gets
and then having to take lines from you morons doesn't help either. But I do like a couple of things. You guys want to do locks first?
Yep.
Before I start picking, let's do that. I like no totals here, huh? No totals for the overtaker.
Well, I'm saying
seriously. Just
I have
one
a total on there.
One parlay over.
Ian has a total.
Yeah,
it's like half a total. It's like half.
Yeah.
Okay, who's locked you on first?
Let's just start from the top and go Kosha again.
Okay, I've been waiting for this because it's locked, certified lock from Dwayne the Lock Johnson. This one, another one. Don't want to overthink it. Mainly, I just don't want to think. I'm gonna do a teaser because that's how we roll around here. We love our teasers. Buffalo Green Bay teaser. Buffalo minus half a point. Green Bay minus 2.5.
Okay.
Against Denver, I think I like Buffalo minus 6.5. But as we've talked about, I think it was before the show. Denver plays close, especially at home. They're kind of key points. I think Buffalo plays well. The Broncos aren't that good, so I think it's going to be easy for them to win. Minus half a point. That's just them winning. And then the Packers against the Panthers. The Panthers have showed signs of them looking good. I think next season, maybe 2 seasons away, they'll be a good team. They're solid now. But Green Bay, with the only having one bye, only for the 1 seed, that's really in play. And the Packers want to make sure they get that. And I think they will. So I think they're going to come out and, win by 2-3 points at the lowest. I think high end, they could win by, 10 to 14. So minus 2.5 with the Packers. Feels right. I put the rest of my money on that. 300.
All right. I was looking at that too. I told this to you guys earlier, but my biggest concern there is honestly Denver at home in games they have no business winning, just being way too frisky. Like with the Chiefs, they screwed over everyone's Chiefs bet a couple weeks ago when everyone took the Chiefs minus 14, and then the game was weirdly close the entire time. So
the Chiefs still would have covered, that it's just half a point. And I think it's going to be a similar game where it could be sneaky close in within 4. So I think Denver has a good chance of covering, but I think that Buffalo is ultimately going to win. They've been looking really good. They've been on a roll. Josh Allen seems like the type of guy, when he gets on a roll, he rolls with it. The whole team. Diggs looks great. Defense is good. They've gotten healthy, and the defense looked really, really good. Last weekend, I'm feeling good about it.
That's why we take teasers.
Okay. All right. I'm intrigued. You have pulled me in, sir. You have pulled me in. Although the Green Bay, I feel like that's come. I don't know. I feel like that's.
I agree.
They have to lose at some point. I know they've been playing well, but I don't know. The Green Bay does this around this time.
I feel like I have no read on the Panthers either. I feel like I have no idea if they're good or bad. Not a clue.
They're not good. I mean, they're not good, but they're not
great.
They stay in games and they do things that make no sense.
That's
Teddy Bridgewater has a huge penis. I don't know what you want to do with that. So
Alex,
he's got to run around with that weight in his legs.
Well, hold on. Somebody in the chat is asking me if I'm single. I got to get on this.
All right. Okay. Do you want my lock then next?
No, I want Ian's. I don't want to hear from you till the end.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Actually, I want to hear from Noah.
Well, dude, now that Noah's awake, I kind of had something planned for this log. That's why I made it my lock, so it would be my last bet. I have 3 teaser lines that I like, and I was gonna either have him crawl and pick something, and that would be the one that doesn't get picked, or
that's a terrible idea.
No,
do not go against Noah.
Well, no. I'm saying that he's gonna pick the ones that's gonna be taken out. So he's gonna pick the 2 that he likes.
That's what I'm saying. No, if he crawls to something, he likes it. You better pick that.
You gotta pick that. That's a baby pick. That's smarter than you, bro.
Okay.
That's beginner's luck. You can't get a much better beginner.
All right, fine, Kevin. You go, and then I'm gonna set this up.
Oh God, he's actually going to set something up. Okay, you want me to go there? Okay.
Yeah.
This is the best bet any of us are going to take this week. It's so free. I am taking a Bucks Chiefs moneyline parlay. KC moneyline parlay. This pays out at plus 118 this week. Here's what I'm thinking on this: is that if Taysom Hill is playing quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, they will lose 100 times out of 100 to the Chiefs because they just won't be able to score enough points. So if Drew Brees comes back, I'm a little bit more concerned, but I'm still not that concerned about the Chiefs winning that game. The Chiefs want to lock up the 1 seed. They have a 1-game lead over the Steelers. They have everything to play for. It's not like they're going to come out and throw a dud. The Saints defense isn't anything that I'm super scared of, and the Chiefs are just way too good. The Bucks are playing. Let me make sure they're playing the Falcons. Falcons, if you look, or the Bucks, if you look, they have kind of a deceptive record, and I think they have 4 or 5 losses this year. But all of them have been to really good teams. They've lost to like the Rams. They lost to the Saints. They lost to who else? They lost to some other teams that are just good. They've taken care of business against teams they need to take care of business against. The Falcons are fine. They're not bad. It's a division game, but there's just no world where the Bucs should let this game slip, especially if they're fighting for playoff seeding. Sneaky chance to win their division if they can get a win and the Saints lose to the Chiefs this week. Brady's playing well. Their defense is good. I just don't trust Matt Ryan to come in and beat Tom Brady at this stage in their career. And I'm getting plus odds for both those teams to win. So I'm throwing 475 on them, just a straight up moneyline parlay. I like the Chiefs like Nick and Ian do. And I think that the Bucs are just better than the Falcons and aren't going to lose this game. They're not going to choke a random game out of nowhere.
The Bucs did lose to the Bears. Just going to say.
Yeah, but that was week 4 or something, and that was back when Mitch was playing.
When they were good, that whole different Bears team that was good, right?
I mean,
they were good. They were good in the fourth quarter. That was it.
They started the year pretty well, but again, okay. So they lost 3 games to good teams and 1 game to the Bears, and I don't think the Bears are like that bad of a team. It's better that they lost to the Bears and they lost to the Jaguars. So. Yeah, that's my lock. I'm going Bucks Chiefs moneyline parlay. I get plus odds. I'm putting 475 on it. If only that bet hits, I win money this week. That's all I need. So that's just you can write that in for free money.
Okay.
Another moneyline parlay, huh?
You know I like those moneyline parlays too, don't you, Kevin? You know I
told you were taking my lock. I told you were taking only my lock, and that was it.
Alex is being oddly nice to Kevin.
What do you mean odd? They've been choking each other all day.
I don't know what's going on.
It's odd because this isn't normal, Ian.
Just like you guys winning.
Kevin told me about a recent diagnosis in today, so I have to be nice to him. But Kevin has he has herpesiphilates.
I take pity at this point, honestly. I'll take pity niceness.
That's what this is.
I'm so curious as to what to happen with Ian right now.
Can you guys see what's going on?
Let's go.
So I got 3 things he loves. I have a remote. He always loves to take the remote. And then I have a golf ball. Loves golf balls. And I got just a bottle of formula.
But if he's hungry, that's pretty unfair with the bottle.
No, dude, I'm telling. Okay, well, whatever, dude. Shut up. It's my pick. All right. So my 3 lines were the tease lines. It was Green Bay, Tennessee, and
oh no!
It was Green Bay, Tennessee, and what was the other one?
He's got to check the numbers.
My goodness,
this is great radio.
This is gonna play really well on Spotify.
Okay. So it was Seahawks is a pick 'em because they're -6 now against Washington. Packers -2.5, and it was like Tennessee minus. So it'd be Tennessee -4.5.
Yep.
So those are 3 lines I liked. And so let's just make the remotes Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee -4.5. We'll make the golf ball Seattle pick 'em, and this one Packers -2.5. And
so
then,
to be clear, whichever one Noah picks up, you're removing.
yeah, we're gonna do it twice. He's gonna pick it. I'm gonna take it away, and then we're gonna do the same thing. Okay.
Okay. I'm sure our audio listeners are going to have no idea what is going on right now.
They're good.
We're gonna have to do a recap form. We have to like fill them in, put a little blank here, and then
We
fill
need a play-by-play. Who's
All right, yeah,
got
here we
the best Google Buck impersonation?
This is exclusive
All right, let's
content
go.
for our live listeners.
This is
To be clear
fantastic.
for our audio listeners, Ian's I can't say newborn. Ian's infant son is crawling. He's gonna
How's it
pick
going?
one toy
How he's going?
twice.
Oh, he's going to the
We got
remote.
the remote. We got the remote. Okay.
It was
So
like,
Noah has chosen the the Titans, right?
yeah, Titans. Okay. Minus
Noah has chosen the Titans minus 4.5. We're gonna make him do it one more time. He's got his choice between the Seahawks at a pick'em. I think they're actually plus 0.5. And he's got the Packers minus 2.5. Whichever one Noah chooses, Ian is gonna go with. And if there's any bet that I've been more confident of, you won't find it because this is the bet that's going to hit out of all of our bets this week. You can almost lock in that whatever Noah picks will be hitting. The only downside is that Ian gave Noah these lines to choose from.
Oh, he's going.
What do you
He's
got?
flagging the ball. Oh, he crawled over the ball.
He was right over it.
He
Oh
missed
my
it.
goodness.
He missed it. What happens now? What does that mean?
What is
No, turn around.
Can I get a ruling? He's got to turn. Ian, you got to make this choice.
I think he went towards the golf ball.
I
But
think
he-
he touched the golf ball.
The competition committee
Oh,
says
no,
that the
you did good. I'm not
You
mad.
did a good job, Noah. Great
You did
work.
good. You did good, buddy. That was
Work, Noah.
fantastic.
Okay. So Ian's final teaser chosen by Noah is Tennessee. Shocker, Ian took Tennessee. Minus 4.5 and the Seahawks plus 0.5 at minus 120. He's putting $300 on that. Thank you, Noah, for giving Ian maybe the biggest win he's going to have in this entire podcast series. So congrats to you for getting me.
Hey, that works out too because Coach took the Packers in a teaser. So
Yeah. So we want to avoid that.
good job. Look at you.
Great job, Noah.
Who is
Good job.
Seattle playing?
They play the Skins.
I mean,
The Washington football team.
Excuse me.
It's just a pick 'em. So
That is scary.
I know that their front is scary, and that's how you get Russell Wilson.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like that's
I would-
scary. But hey,
I
I
would-
got trust Noah. The Seahawks absolutely have to win this game.
I almost put the football team in my teaser as a big plus, but I was
Like plus maybe what plus 12, Kosha?
Yeah, I was afraid though. I took the favorites, and we'll see if it pays off.
I don't mind having different
Yeah.
defense. I can see it being like somewhat of a close game.
I agree. It's just their offense is like the only reason they scored against us is their defense.
Yeah, they scored. Okay, yeah. So,
In the Niners.
they won the game without scoring any offensive touchdowns. I think that's the first time it's happened in like fucking forever.
They had like
Alex
134
Smith
yards. We had
also-
like 330. It was insane. We had like 200 more yards and we lost. It was insane.
Our
Yeah,
defense is also a lot better than Seattle's.
Yeah, and then what was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. But anyways, yeah. Seahawks.
Right on.
Like
Right on.
All
Right
right.
on. I love that.
All right. All right,
As
Alpha.
the-
You put a lot of thought into this teaser. I can tell, dude.
Yeah, clearly.
Okay. All right. Let's
I
do
don't
it.
have to. Noah's picking up for me.
It's true.
Okay, so I'll try and roll here pretty quick so we can get out here before it's an hour. I'm gonna go with number 1, Miami minus 2.5. I think that's Coach's pick.
oh yeah, big time.
Then I'm going to take Cleveland minus 4.5. I think that's Ian's pick.
And my pick. I also
And your pick too. Oh, actually,
No, that was my pick.
you guys both have that?
feel free to change your mind knowing that.
You guys both have that.
Yeah, we both do have that.
I don't love that. I don't think 3 of us has ever won a bet.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
look, but I think you might be right.
They're playing the Giants. Daniel Jones is back, right?
He was back this week. I think he's
He got hurt again, didn't he?
back. Yeah, he didn't play the whole game.
I don't see the Giants winning, but I don't know. Ugh. Okay. I actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go with Jags plus 19.5 and Jets plus 23. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
And then I'll take that little cheeky Bucks KC parlay too.
I love you.
Shut the fuck up. I don't know why. I'm being nice because I knew I was gonna take your picks. And then for my my lock central,
You don't pick Noah though, bro.
My lock central is going to be Tennessee -4.5 and Hawks 0.5.
All right. How much money you want to put on those 4 bets?
Just like I normally do, just $250 on each. Make it easy.
All right. Okay, we're gonna wrap up a little quicker than usual here. What you got?
So you're like kind of taking Noah's bet, but like not really.
He is. He's taking.
I am. I took it. I locked it. What do you mean? I absolutely took it. I slammed it.